Yo, people, you telling me back again for another red talk? Flawless in the back. You should be here in a second, people. Big up. Whoa, 1-0 Sporting. Hold on, what? Brother, what? Hey, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. You know the way there? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean, bruv? You know the way there? Like, what do you even mean, fam? I thought Bayern were winning. What the hell's happened with this StreamYard as well? Why the hell are the colors like this, bro? This is not my default thing. What the fuck is wrong with this? You know what I'm saying, what the fuck is wrong with this, mate? This is not a bit of me at all, bruv. Yeah, that is looking mad, bro. This is looking mad, bro. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it does look different, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It does look different. And I didn't change anything. You know what I'm saying? So, second, bruv. You see what I mean? Computers are mad because this ain't even my first show today, blood. And I swear in the show with Lewis, it wasn't doing this. So yeah, it's all a bit mad. Hold on a minute. But yeah, man said, what's that? The moment I need something from Harry Kane, man. What was it as usual? What happened with Kane? What happened with Harry Kane? Yeah, yeah, this background's cold though. It is cold, man. But yeah, bro, we're just waiting for Flawless. Then we're gonna talk about this Man United situation. I'm sure that you lot have seen. I'm sure that you lot have seen the picture of. It looks like Jim's having an argument with Wilcox. Blood, you know them ones, and it's going around. It looks like Jim's had enough, mate. What are you telling me, Flawless?
Yo, what's big up, fam? Hope you're blessed in that. Shout out to the chat as well. What's this argument? What's going on? This is
Did you
news
see
to
the
me.
picture? I put it in the group chat. I put it in the Man Them Talk group chat, and I said, "Yo, like." I said, "Yo, man, can you confirm that this picture was from yesterday? Because I wasn't sure."
Yeah.
You know them one. I wasn't sure. And Saeed was like, yeah, it's legit from yesterday. And it looks like Jim shouting at Jason, blood, and Barada's in the middle looking like, you get me? Like he's putting fires out.
It's got to be on Twitter or on socials or, you already know. One second, let me have a look.
Yeah. Bro, I know the notifications today have been bad, man, them. I'll be real, because yesterday, man had bare shows, a watch along, and then also a match reaction. And I think they only send a certain number of notifications within a 24-hour period. So they've sent no notifications today, pretty much. So yeah, the first stream with Lewis, like the numbers took ages to build. This one's the same. And then yeah, it's just bruv. But them man are punishing me for working. You get me? Usual crap, man. You know what I mean? So
yeah, Barada's looks like, yo, what are you man arguing about?
Bro, Jim looks fuming though.
Yeah, I wonder what it's over. I wonder what it's about.
Bro, apparently that was after we conceded the equalizer.
Ah, jeez, mad. Let's see. Yeah. Improvement. All right, so let's see. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know. Did man say to him, yo, you gotta give this 3 years?
Yeah, bro. That's bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's looking crazy, isn't it?
You gotta give this man 3 years.
Yeah, bro. But he looked visibly pissed. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the thing. It could have been that Jim could have seen the 2 centre-back substitutions and said, yo, this is some idiot thing as well. Because, bro, it's every game, fam.
Every game? Yo, we giving this 3 years, lads. You know what I'm saying? And start arguing about it. So I said, that sounds fantastic. Ratcliffe sat down in the interview and said what he said. It sounds great. We're going to give this time. We know where this manager's going, we know, and etc. I'm paraphrasing, but we know the overall message of what he was saying. All right, man. The results happened. Granted, we won the game. We won the game comfortably. Wolves are dreadful. We took advantage of that. But this is not sustainable. Surely they see that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. I'm at a loss. I don't know, because we know how many crimes this manager's committed to the point where he should have been sacked. But yeah, I wonder what it was about. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. This ain't going away either, bro. Like Kobe links in January move, and also they're saying that Roma are keeping strong tabs on Xerxes as well, bro. Like two of our better players still being consistently linked with a move away from the club, bro. And I can't even lie, bro. I'm not happy about it. I think it's nonsense, man. Like there's players like Ugarte and stuff like that. That man should be looking to move on before looking to move on someone like Kobe Mainoo. Like it don't make sense.
Absolutely, but that stems back from the people then we were just talking about having an argument, especially with Mainoo. And I thought about this yesterday, and it wasn't until I was talking about it that I was like, I came to the conclusion, because I never thought about it in depth. With Mainoo made his stance perfectly clear in the summer. Amrin made his stance on Mainoo perfectly clear in the summer. Pick a side. Either you say, hey, you know what? We're going with, because the club clearly rate Mainoo. So they should have said, hey, manager, you're gone. Bring in a new manager. Mainoo, you're a guy. Or on the flip side, if Amrim's your guy and he doesn't want Mainoo and you know he's not going to play him, you move him out on loan and you back your manager. But you did neither, which makes it worse for both parties. It's terrible for Mainoo and it's terrible for Amrim. As much as I don't rate Amrim, you've added to this. He made his stance clear on Mainoo. He let it be known that he didn't rate him, because last season we were playing 2 games a week with worse players, and Mainoo couldn't get a game. So then we brought in better players, and are now playing 1 game a week. Of course, Mainoo's not going to get any game time, and Mainoo knew that. Hence why he tried to leave. You lot blocked it. Why? That's what I would love to know. There are questions that need to be asked. Why did you block it? Did Amrim lie to you lot and say that he was going to play? Was it that? Did you lot just not discuss it? Was it just shit?
But this is my thing. As a club, why are you blocking a player from moving if you know, that the manager don't rate him, and he's not gonna play him, bro? Like, do you know what I mean? And this is why, when players do leave clubs, because they decide they don't want to be there no more, I could completely understand it, bro. You know them ones. Like, man say I'll play FC and that, but loyalty goes both ways, bro. Because the thing is, Manchester United, they know that Kobe is World Cup, Kobe wants to play. They're telling him, no, you can't go, even though they know that the manager's not going to play him. So they're not thinking about Kobe's career, bro. They're thinking about what's best for Man United. And this is why Kobe's got to think about what's best for him, bro. Do you get it?
Absolutely. I'm fully with that. Hence why I said, pick a side. What was the conversation that has been had? But then again, we've seen this ownership, not in regards to transfers, but have these type of things happen. Like, what's his face who we signed from Newcastle? That was it. Dan Ashworth we signed from Newcastle, and it's like, how have you hired this man, and you're so far away on the same page in terms of your thought process and your thinking behind it? And that's the same with Mainoo. Both parties have made their stances perfectly clear. We cannot work together. For whatever reason, Amrim don't rate Mainoo. But we know Amrim's stance. We know Mainoo knows this too. Hence why he tried to leave. Not on a permanent, on a loan. You blocked it. I would love someone to sit down and ask them, why did you block the move? Oh, Amrim, okay, let's say it for argument's sake. Amrim promised us he was going to play him. So he lied to you lot. So then what's the repercussions for that? Like, I'm at a loss as to what. I'm at a loss as to why. It's just so... This is amateur stuff. It's amateurish with the situation. Whether you rate, it's not a player FC thing or not. Even if this was a player I don't rate, I'd be saying the same thing, because you're not helping anybody in the scenario. Mainoo don't win, Amrim don't win, the team don't win, the club don't win. Nobody wins in this situation. As much pressure as Amrim's under, him being asked questions about Mainoo don't help him, nor does it help Mainoo. I thought it was about Manchester United Football Club. That's why I have such an issue with it. Because everybody loses in the scenario. Whereas at least if you would have moved Mainoo on, as much as I rate him on loan, at least that helps Mainoo. And then we get a player potentially coming back who's firing in form, whether that's January or whether that's next season once this manager's gone.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know, man. I don't
Yeah,
fucking
facts.
know.
And United Kai, man said in the interview, Dallo said that Mount is teacher's pet. But bro, that's not really a surprise though. Like, who's that a surprise to? Ain't a surprise to no one. But
Oh,
so is
about
he.
Delo being teacher's pet.
Yeah. No, the amount being teacher's pet. But bro, that's
Oh
not a
yeah, that's
surprise to
Mount.
no one.
Yeah. That's
But
because Mount is
Mount is a
the
better footballer than Dallo. So, man, Dallo can bust the teacher's pet joke, but it's like, bro, that's your uncle, blood. That's why you're playing. That's what that man is saying. That's what the streets are saying. You know what I'm saying? The streets are saying that's your uncle, blood, or your second uncle, or you get me? It don't matter, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like second cousin or something. Either way, it's like, yeah, cool. Mount is teacher's pet, bruv. We know that. And that's why I said in my match reaction, yeah, if Mount's form continues, yeah, Cunha might be in danger, bro. Because it's one of them ones where Cunha hasn't put in enough good performances for Man United yet to guarantee himself a start, bro. Especially not ahead of Mason Mount if they're competing for that number 10. If Mason Mount's fit, the manager looks like he's going to play Mason Mount.
Yeah. You know what
if
I
he's
think he'll
fit.
do? I think that's the front three. I think everybody fit. I think he plays that. I think that's his preferred front three. Is
Cunha
Cunha and
ahead of
Bremo.
Sesko.
Yeah. I think he prefers Cunha, Mount, and Bremo. I think that's his, as ludicrous as it sounds, that's him. I think everybody fit, he goes with that. We've seen it. We've seen it happen. Think about it. How many games has Sesko not started? How many games it's only now that we've seen Xerxes back with injuries? It's the only reason why Xerxes started playing because of injuries. Sesko, how long did it take? I swear Sesko scored a goal one time and then he dropped him the game after. He doesn't, like, we've discussed this. We know who this manager rates and who he don't. We know Sesko isn't his guy. Because had we had signed Gyökeres, guess what? Gyökeres is starting every game.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
Gyökeres is starting, like Mount, Cunha, and Bremo is his preferred front three. Which is ludicrous because Mount's not a 9, Cunha's not a 9, and Bremo's not a 9. And this ties back into the Maino and him situation and how his decision making is just amateurish. Pick a side. This isn't FIFA. Why are you just trying to get all the quote unquote, in your eyes, the best players on the pitch? No, pick a 9. Whether it's Sesko, whether it's Xerxes. They are your 2 9s. Pick one.
Yeah.
You have multiple number 10s. You have Bremo, you have Cunha, you have Mount, you have Bruno. Xerxes can play there. You have Ahmad as well. Pick 2 10s. This don't make no sense. Like with Bruno, who's clearly as day a 10, in particular in this system, and you play him in the pivot. You know why? Because it's just, let me get my best players on the pitch. And you're even Bruno, as much as I criticize him, you're not helping him. Final third player. So you know what I'm going to do? Take him out of the final third. And you wonder why Bruno's numbers have dwindled as much as, and I thought Bruno played well yesterday. The goal, the assist for Mount was very, very good. But you're not even helping him. One thing I could rely on with Bruno is no matter who the manager was, he's going to play in the final third and he's going to get you stats just off sheer volume. You've taken that away. Taken that away. So who wins?
But again,
so
the
Mount
managers
and Bremo are now out of position. Sorry. Go on.
The manager's playing Bruno, in the double pivot to the detriment of the side in more ways than one. Because it's not Bruno's best position, He doesn't offer nothing defensively. He can't tackle. And also, it takes him away from the areas of the pitch that he's the most effective, which is in the final third. So it's a double issue, bro, because it kills us defensively and offensively.
And it's treble because then it affects whoever he's playing next to.
Right.
So whether that's Casemiro, whether that's Agate, whether that's whoever you want to go, you could put Baliba there. You go put go get the most super athletic player you think can do it. I know Nana from Aston Villa, whoever. Go put Adama Traore there, they gonna struggle. Whoever you think. It's not about just covering ground. So then in effect, they struggle, which then makes the back three struggle because the centre back now has to step up. And then there's more space.
Yeah.
And then you've got wing backs who ain't wing backs at wing back. Because Ahmad's just talented enough to play there, but he's not a wing back. Dalot definitely not. As much as
somebody pointed that out for me, because yesterday after the game, I was like, "Yo, guys, I'm not 100% sure, but is Ahmad's form starting to become a cause for concern, bruv, in terms of
Definitely.
like
I said in
we
my
know
match
how good
reaction.
Ahmad can be, and someone pointed out to me, yeah, that yo, Ahmad's playing out of position, bro, and maybe
What?
he's just not happy, blood. You know them. It's one of them ones. Maybe he's just not happy playing wingback, and it could be that. Do you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? It could be that. Maybe he's just
probably.
fed up of playing there, and I wouldn't blame him if that was the case, bro, because he hasn't been good yet for a little while. I would argue that this season he ain't really been good. Like he's had the
No,
odd good performance, but on the whole, I think this season he hasn't been good.
I think before the Wolves game, those last 2-3 games were the worst run of games I've seen him have back to back.
Yes, sir.
And that in there lies an issue when your better players are not performing well. So when Ahmad and Cunha and Embuemo and Casemiro, if you want to throw Bruno in there, fine. We'll even throw De Ligt and Euro in there as well. When your better players are that is a problem. You are a call center as a team leader and all your top salesmen are not selling. Something's wrong. Not your mid-level guys, not the new guys, not the, you know what I'm saying, the unexperienced, your reliable guys. Because I just look, I like the lit someone I look at and I go, I know what I'm gonna get for you on a week out basis. On a weekly basis, I know what you're gonna provide, and then you're making mistakes. Ahmad, who we know has been fairly consistent playing out of position, you know what you're gonna get. Was a consistent threat from wing back. And even he's looking bad. And then again, it just goes because everyone is playing out of position. And I think everybody, this is why I'm not as critical of everybody because they're capped. Because I know there's a ceiling for these lot. And I keep saying this, the ceiling is a bungalow. It's not a high ceiling. Players playing at their best, I still think they're nowhere near the level that, like, whether it's a Cunha and Bremo, whoever, because nobody's helped. Because everyone's playing out of position, everyone's compensated. And that's even for the players I don't rate. I just mentioned there, like a Bruno. Dalot, as much as I don't rate him, not a wing back. He's a fullback.
He's not, but that's why
he's a fullback.
You can only judge him up to a certain point. Dalot's final ball and his finishing's poor, but then he's a fullback. So you kind of shouldn't really expect it to be good. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He should be the supporter of he shouldn't be the main outlet out wide. You should be supporting the main outlet. You should be secondary. But when you're a wing back, the creativity and everything comes from you on that wing. Whereas if there's a winger in front of you, you're secondary. You're overlapping, you're underlapping, or whatever the case may be. And I hear that. I think everyone has been, the season's been dead to everyone saying, like, it has been, but this is why I wrote. Once they kept this manager, I've said it, I keep saying this. They let me know what it is. So season's a write-off. Fortunately enough for us, the rest of the quality of the league's been that bad that we were still able to be in the mix. If this was a normal standard Premier League, we'd be bottom half. We were bottom half just before yesterday. Let's not forget that. We were 12th, 13th. All right, we won. We're up to 6 now. I believe it is. Cool. What? Do we lose next week? Do we lose against Bournemouth and lose against Villa and then we're back to bottom half? And then it's a crisis again. Or we get good results in those games and people go, it's positive results. All right. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Okay. It's a bit of a mad one, bro. It's a bit of a mad one. What did you make of that picture anyway? Do you think there's anything in it, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Because it looked peak, blood. I'm not gonna lie, you know. It looks real peak. Because Jim, you know what it is, yeah? You know they say like a picture speaks 1,000 words and that. Brother, Jim looks like he's losing his mind, cuz.
One thing I do like about it, it shows everything is not rosy. Everything is not great up
and
there.
They're doing it in a public place where they know their camera, so that means he lost his head.
That means he lost his head because I remember the Ratcliffe interview that he did, the last one, and people were talking about, look, they're going to give him time. So if everything's good and they're going to give him time, what are you arguing about that, like, publicly? I remember the last time this happened, it was, what's his face? Oh, my man who left. Ed Woodward. He had an argument with someone. It was Ed Woodward and someone else. The chat, let me know who it is because I can't remember unless you can remember. But I remember there was one. Ed Woodward had a big argument as well. He was him and I swear it was him and Fergie. Might have been him and Fergie, but I can't remember. It was in the stands. But yeah, how I look at it is it just goes to show everything is not well and how fragile we are. Like I just spoke about a couple losses and you're back down into the bottom half. They know this ain't great. Hence why they're having arguments of whatever the argument is, and hopefully we find out what it was about. But I like that there should be crack showing. You know why? Because we're performing shocking. Wolves was our first good performance to me since Brighton.
And even that,
In 5
that
games.
performance was more down to the level of opposition we are playing than actually the football we are playing.
Championship. When we play championship teams, we do well. As we've seen, you know what I'm saying? We could be relegation sides, no end whatsoever. They seem to be wins, whether it's a Burnley, whether it's a Sunderland. Now with Wolves, when I say championship, because the Wolves will go down. Those type of teams.
Facts. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's exactly what I was saying yesterday.
So that's what. What'd you make of it though? What'd you think of it?
I just think that I think it's a positive sign because it shows me that, like, in spite of the result yesterday in the league table, it shows me that everything's not okay, which is good. You know what I'm saying? Because if they were actually happy with everything, I'll be worried, bruv. Because even the little passage of play that Wolves had before they scored, it was concerning, bro. Because this Wolves team is so bad, we should not be conceding to these teams, bro.
It's shocking. It is shocking. It feels 500 minutes, wasn't it? 500 minutes before until they hadn't scored until they scored that goal against us.
And then we concede to them, bro. We shouldn't. If we're being honest, we shouldn't be conceding to teams like Wolves.
Not with a back five, absolutely not. No.
It's
not like we play a back four and there's no holding midfielder and our fullbacks bomb on. We're playing a back five. A back five. Hey, Kai, I hear you. Faz. I'm not even gonna to anyone who thinks my criticism is not harsh enough. I'm not gonna defend this lot. Even if I think your criticism of them is over the top, they don't deserve any defense. That's why when I hear certain opinions and people say certain things, I go, I hear you. And people go, oh, we didn't play all that in certain games. I'm like, all right, trust me, because I'm done defend. They can't defend, so why should I defend them? One clean sheet all season with a back five. No clean sheets away from home, and it's the 9th of December.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I think we conceded on average before our 2 last away games, 2 goals. I think it was 6 games away from home, 12 goals conceded. It's disgusting.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. So that's why when people are trying to find a way to try and credit the manager for yesterday's performance, bro, that Manchester United team here, whatever team we put out yesterday, they're meant to deal with that Wolves team. Awful, bro.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were that bad. I knew they was bad because I'd watched them a couple times and their record tells you they're bad, but they are awful. Like I'm talking, they may break Derby's record, but they're gonna have a low points total. They don't change them. They don't change the manager and invest in January. It could be one of their 12 points or 13 or 14 points for the entire season. Legit. Because they have nothing. Like going forward, there's nothing defensively. There's nothing in the midfield you look at and you go, yeah, like Wolves used to be a tough place to go. Oh, yeah, it's peak.
Bro, the 4 games, next 4 games are Bournemouth at home, Villa away, Newcastle at home, Leeds away.
Now we got it's Wolves again before that because Leeds is January the 4th.
Okay. Either way, it's tough, bro.
Yo, Bournemouth, Villa, and Newcastle stylistically all wrong for us. When we play teams who are physical and can go box to box quick, we struggle.
Yeah, that could play that expansive style, innit? It's gonna be interesting.
Hey, it could get dark. Bournemouth, I think, beat us. The last 2 trips to OT, they beat us 3-0. Villa, granted, we have a good record against, but they're in fantastic form.
Have we got a good record against them at their ground, though?
I think even at their ground, yeah. My nephew was telling me this. One of my young G's in the chat because he's like 19 and he's like, I've seen like 3 wins against you lot in my whole life or something like that. So he's never confident playing against us, like
right.
So he's draws and stuff like that. And Newcastle, we know about. I'm still fuming about our game against Newcastle at OT, and it was last December, and we only lost 2-0, and my head's still hot. Like if you check my match reaction, I was seething after that game because we just gave up. I remember watching it because Isak scored early and someone else, I think they went 2-0 up inside like 10-15 minutes. Right. And then we just gave up in the game. But because it was only 2-0, people won't look at it like, oh, it wasn't that. No, it was that bad. Because I watched us give up. I watched us be like, yeah, you know what? Let's just not get packed up here.
Yeah.
Let's get out here with a 2-0 loss. That is unacceptable. Because I see teams without our quality give Newcastle a game.
Facts.
So it's like, I'm just so, yeah, them 3 games there, spooky. Then we play Wolves at home again. Wolves are awful. We'll probably get them. Then it's Leeds. Then it's Leeds away, Burnley away. Then City and Arsenal. Hey, fantastic.
Jeez. Jeez. That's what I'm saying. 100%. I hear you, bro. I said there's no fulcrum to judge yourself by. Yeah, you can't judge yourself based on this Leeds team, because this Leeds team, yeah, is looking at 3 points for everyone.
Yeah. Looking like food.
Yeah, bro.
Looking like
3
food.
points are us, blood. That's what
Yeah.
them man are looking like, bro.
Food. 100% food. We're probably, like I say, I'm skeptical whether we would beat them at OT, but I'm like, yeah, we'll beat them 100% in the reverse fixture. We'll beat them without doubt. But yeah, it could get dark our next 3 games.
That's
Could
what I'm
get dark.
saying.
Really,
Yeah.
really could.
So nah, it's dead, bro. You know what I'm saying? So nah. Yeah. I'm not really a fan of taking too much, yeah, from that game, guys. I'm
No,
not.
I said it in my match reaction. That yeah, pleased with the win, pleased with the performance. Glad all the attackers got involved in the goals, but it don't. Amorim still must go. It don't change anything long term. It don't make me look at our fixture list and go, yeah, we're gonna go and get points off Bournemouth and Villa. No, would I love to be wrong? Yes, I'd love to get 9 out of 9. And we're here in 2-3 weeks' time, and I'm talking about, look, we just beat Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Villa, and we're near the top of the table. But is that going to happen?
That's how I kind of feel about our defense, you know, because a lot of people were saying, yeah, great way for Aiden Heaven to bounce back, for example, after the last game. But bro, he didn't have nothing to do. You know them ones. Like, it's one of them ones where this ain't taking nothing away from the kid because I like him, but he was a midfielder in the Arsenal academy. He's playing centre back, so naturally he can pass forward in it in the centre back role. But he had nothing to do, bro. So because he had absolutely zero to do, it's like man can't really look at the performance and say, yeah, like he bounced back from the last game because he have nothing to do. Like that.
Yeah, I fully get what you're saying with that. For me, it's just good to see him getting minutes. Because very similar to the Maino situation, he's too good. He's too talented to be getting 0 minutes. Shouldn't be starting every week, no. But he should be involved. So if it takes him playing central centre back against a team where he doesn't do much, it's fairs. Like, because he's the future. And I've been, every time I watch him, well, not every time, but the more I watch him, I'm super like impressed in regards to his composure, and his temperament is beyond his years. And it's like, you just need game time. Let's see how good, let's find, rather than just talking about his potential, how good are you? How we know how good you are if you never fight? I'm saying, I feel like it's Dragon Ball Z and it's Gohan in the early days. How good are you? How good are you? You know what I'm saying? How good are you at fighting if you don't fight? That's where I'm at with it. And he's like that. Maino's like that as well, in regards to what's lyrical about them, because everyone goes, general consensus, talented, extremely. How good are you? Let's find out. You know what I'm saying, and that's how I feel about majority of the squad. Like people, Xerxes splits opinions, for example. Play him consistently for weeks and weeks on end, and let's put it to bed. Once you play him 10 games in a row, we'll have a better idea of where he's at. All right, his confidence, you have the manager's back, and I'm going to play you. Let's see. Here's your chance now to solidify your spot. But you don't do that. Sesko's the same. So you got Xerxes, you got Sesko, whether you think they're talented or not, people, whether you think they should have been bought in or they should have been sold, whatever the case. Give people the opportunity to succeed or fail. Play them week in, not one game here. The man gets 15 minutes. Then he's not playing at all. Then he gets a half an hour. Then it's a 45 minutes. Then everyone around him change. Where's the continuity? Because we see better teams with better systems, and you see some of their players struggling. Arsenal have been the best team in the league. Why is Gyökeres struggling at Arsenal? That's on him, and he's playing around the continuity. That team's been playing together for years.
Bro, and Arsenal are a team that put the ball in the box, so the man can't use the service excuse.
Because, hey, it's not a problem for Moreno. Moreno plays and scores goals. So we don't say Moreno's a better striker than Gyökeres. No. So something's off with him. But my point is I'm making why I'm using Gyökeres is because that's a better player in a better system, in a better team, and he's struggling. So what do you think of others, whether that's defensive players, attacking, or in midfield? People just overlook that, though. And that's where my issue lies. And it's just what could have been. That's where I'm at with it, especially the Maino one. It's like, what could have been because we're daft enough to let him go on a permanent. If you're going to move him on, make it alone. No option, no obligation to buy.
What did you
So,
make of the cameo from Kobe yesterday? Because he looked decent when he
yeah,
came on. He looked very positive. Hard to get the ball away from. Yeah, bro. I thought he looked lively.
typical Kobe. What I would expect from Mano when he gets on the pitch. Composed, keeps the ball ticking, takes care. Shouts to Gene every single time. Takes care of the football. Everything with a purpose. Great in areas where there's players surrounding him, etc. That's where I'm at with it in regards to Mano. He looks like I expect him to. But the fact we don't get to see that often and for an extended period of times really annoys me. It irritates me. It irks me so much. We're a team that's struggling. If we were flying and winning week in, week out, I'd hear it. All right, man. Okay.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like the way that Kobe was protecting the ball, driving with the ball, I thought it was good because we don't really have anyone in midfield that can pick up the ball and run with it. Obviously, Cass is good at winning his duels and then playing a pass. Bruno obviously plays like more of a long pass, but Kobe's able to drive forward. If we actually had a midfielder, yeah, that could sit like a Wharton, and then you had someone like a Kobe that could drive with the ball, yeah, then that's the perfect kind of combination that you need. Someone that can sit and pass, someone that can drive with the ball and go box to box and potentially contribute with a few goals, man.
Yeah,
I just feel
excellent.
like our manager told us that Kobe was competing with Bruno. That's what he said. And then he put him on next to Bruno yesterday, I swear.
His manager shoots
No,
himself in the
yeah.
He just said that to get the people off his case, and now people are holding him to it. Because why is Mano competing with Bruno? But neither of them do the best at that role anyway. Because Mano, as good as he is, picking up the ball, driving with it, protecting it. Me as a fan, I want Mano in the final third. Get him on the ball in the final third.
That's his best area is in the final third because he can shoot, bro. He can actually finish. Even though Kobe's not scored bare goals for Man United, if you look at the quality of goals he scored for us, yeah, this guy knows where the net is, bro. He can
his
finish.
goal catalog does, and that ties into it. Hey, get him in the final third, and let's find out. Let's see, are you a 10-goaler or 15-goal a season, man? Or am I gassing you up and you're a 5-goal a season, man? All right, he's played 30 matches, he's got 15, or he's played 35 matches, he's got 5. We have some form of gauge of wherever he's at. How many chances did he miss? How did he create? He's a final third player. Everything about it. If I'm the opposition, I want Mano on the edge of his own box in the defensive third, picking up the ball. I don't want him in the final third potentially causing havoc. And you mentioned there about a combination with Wharton. And that profile, if you're dominating the ball, which you should be, and you're playing against most teams, that could work. If you're playing at home to 10-man Everton, guess what? That's perfect. What? That's perfect. Home to a piss poor West Ham, away to a shocking Wolves. Yes. You have to switch it up if you're playing certain other teams. Yeah, like if you're away from home, you probably wouldn't go away to City with that. But that's why you have a team. But this is just basic level tactics. This is the crazy part, yo. I don't know how you misprofile so many people. That's why I don't
think he misprofiles them. I just think that he doesn't care. You know,
just don't care. You reckon he's just purposely doing it?
He has to be.
I don't know, man.
Brother, like I saw
Rants. I don't know.
Brother, I saw a video from Jamie Carragher, and it was old, innit? But it came up on my Instagram feed. You know, sometimes old videos come up, and it was from November. And he said that Ruben Amorim is the first manager that he's ever seen that's more in love with a formation than actually a style of play. Because you can play a certain style or have a certain ethos here without sticking to a rigid formation. You can change things.
Absolutely.
He said he's the first manager that he acts like the formation is his baby blood. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he acts like. He acts like he can't play Ruben Amorim football without that system, without that formation. Like, and the lack of adaptability and fluidity means that sooner or later he's getting sacked, bro. Because how can you be married, to a formation, bro? Like, also, bearing in mind that every club you manage is going to have different players. So your style of play should be more important than the system. Like literally, his system is the formation, and your formation is not supposed to be your system. Your system is supposed to be how you interpret the game and how you want your team to attack, how you want them to defend, how you want them to be in possession. You know what I mean? This is what the system is, bro. The system is not the formation. But bro, like he's made it out that the formation is the most important part of the system, and it shouldn't be, because the formation should be built around the players that you have available, and then your system or your philosophy is something different. We've seen back in the day, Brazil was playing a 4-4-2 diamond, blood, with high and wide fullbacks, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we've seen it. Cafu, Roberto Carlos providing the width, blood, and then a diamond midfield with 2 up front. Like we've seen it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And there was no system, bro. There was no system, bro. And the formation was just any formation they could fit all their best players in with. Like there wasn't a conscious effort that Brazil always had to play that formation. It was no, this is the formation we need to play to get all of our best players in the team. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because there should be a style idea, and there should be an approach. Whether that approach is attacking or whether that approach
is meant to be the system, not the formation.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah, like whatever the approach is, because just because I've said this, like back to the back five, just because you put on more defenders doesn't mean you're defensively more solid. Same way, if you just put on more attackers, doesn't mean you're any better going forward. Because we've seen how people always talk about the long throws and Tony Pulis and Stoke. They played 4-4-2. Nobody called them attacking. They played 4-4-2 though.
4-4-2 can be super defensive, bro. Unai Emery was playing 4-4-2 defensive for Villarreal.
4-4-2 they played. Everton one side, Pennant two. So the midfielders would get back, and then they had 2 central midfielders that would get forward but also get back, and their 4 went nowhere. 4-4-2. The same way Dye shot Burnley with the 4-4-2. So yeah, you shouldn't be that, but it's just like he's married. Like you said, he's locked in for life contract with the back three because he don't change it regardless. 10-man up 10 at 10-man Everton, you know. You're at home playing 10-man Everton from the 13th minute and you don't change your back three. I remember the still image and it was like us chasing the game and it was late on and we had like 4 or 5 players behind the ball. Like, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. Ah, Lord, man. Yeah. But he'll eventually, back to the original point you made. Now, of course, he'll eventually be good because results will get bad. And I think it could get peak these next 3. Fortunately enough for us, Wolves are in that mix, but I am not confident going into these.
That's what I mean. Games. Wolves are that confidence boost everyone knows, but Villa, Newcastle, and Bournemouth, tough games, man.
We could be food. Yo, this Christmas could get ugly, people. This Christmas could get real ugly with those 3 teams. But stylistically, I don't like our chances, man. I really don't. I really don't. Hopefully we get 7 from 9, 9 from 9.
Yeah, so the system has no depth, no smooth transition phases. Hold on. Transition from phase to phase, discipline triggers, no proper phases. Facts. Just a formation and maybe distances. Yeah, bro, it's facts. Like, we don't know if we're a high pressing club. We don't know if we're playing a mid block or a deep block. We don't know if we're playing transition or if we're playing direct or whatever. Like, bro, it's like every time I see this team play, yeah, depending on who we're playing against, yeah, we look different. And also, the manager even says, the manager's come out and made it abundantly clear that he sets his team up here and picks his players based on who we're playing against. So he's letting you know, yeah, that like he's a spoiler, bro. Like he sets up his team, yeah, he sets up his team in response to what we're facing.
Manchester United manager, and you're playing spoiler. Disgusting.
You're a Man United manager, and you're looking at how Wolves set up and setting up Man United accordingly to Wolves.
How about they worry about us rather than us worrying about them? Certain teams, yes, you have to, but they're few.
But that should happen by default, though.
Yeah, but this manager is just, I don't know, man. I
Like,
say
bro,
this every week.
that is the attitude of a manager that should be managing a side that's fighting to stay up. That's a relegation mentality, bro. Like, Wolves have no wins,
They
2
should be playing
draws,
further.
and we're thinking about nullifying Wolves, blood.
Yeah, like Wolves don't nullify themselves and they have 2 points. It's the start of December. And this manager manages this back three and like coaches it like he's never played it before. You wouldn't think that he'd been successful with the system and formation before and tactics. It looks like it's so bad. It looks like he's a back four manager being forced to play a back three.
Bro, like, even
That's
a
how
year
bad it looks.
later, we've still got defenders at wing back instead of attackers. Obviously, we got Ahmad on the right, but bro, the fact that man is still persevering with Dallo, and yeah, cool. Man, know Dallo got a assist, but doesn't change anything. We shouldn't
No
be
doubt.
persevering with Diogo Dallo, yeah, as a wing back, yeah. Like a year after this manager's been appointed, a whole year. You trying to tell me that he never knew that he needed an attacker? Like, because before he come out saying, "Oh, we should have another Ahmad on the left hand side." But if that's the case,
Try and play
why
him.
why did we sign Dorgu then? Because we had Malassi already and we had Dallo. So why did we sign Dorgu then? Why didn't we sign an attacker?
Yeah. Or how about play a youngster there?
Or play a youngster,
Play
play
a
a young
youngster there who's
attacker there.
attacking.
You're right.
Play a young attacker there. What is a young attacker can do no worse than a Delo. Play a young attacker there.
You're not wrong.
It's like on the bench where I think it was the game before, and we just had enough defensive players on the bench because a lot of the senior players are at the senior attacking players are injured. Throw on the youth players. What's the worst that we've seen youth players get a chance and shock us? Whether that's a Rashford, whether that's a Garnacho, whether that's a Makeda, whether that's a McTominay, whether that's Maino, whoever the case may be, throw them on. Why not? You might unearth a gem. And
Bro,
it
and
gives
the
you
Dorgu
leeway
thing
as
is
well.
Dorgu is a full back.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Being asked to play a wing back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Another
saying?
one misprofiled him progressing the ball. That's not. I watched Dorgu enough. That's not his game. Getting
But
on the
also,
ball
you
on the
can't
half
tell
there
me
and
that in the
progressing
youth
stuff.
team we don't have a young, athletic, right-footed player, yeah, that we could trial at right wing back when Dallo's playing shit. You can't tell me we don't have one.
Is it Mantato? Is he not right?
Yeah, but he's left-footed, I think.
Or is he left-footed? All right, first. Okay.
I think he's left-footed.
You know better than me. I'll follow the youth players.
You know what I'm saying?
Teams.
But it's one of them ones. We looked at him before. Do you know what I mean? And he was meant to be like, remember, he's meant to be similar to Quenda, they were saying.
Yeah. And we don't.
But
You've
bro,
not, the thing is, not even trialed it. You're not even attempted it.
But bro, because the manager don't like young players, and the journalist pulled him up on it, and he was kind of getting defensive, saying, "How do you know this? How do you know that?" But the proof is in the pudding. Yeah, you're a Man United manager. You're the first Man United manager to pay such little time, yeah, to the academy and the youth players, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the fact that Kobe ain't getting a game, you have to be the first Man United manager that's come into the Man United side and drop the academy players.
Facts. And we thought Mourinho didn't like youth players, but geez,
bro,
you made Mourinho look like Van Gaal.
Bro, Mourinho gave Scott McTominay his debut, innit?
Yeah. And that was something that was aimed at Mourinho about. That's why people were skeptical about him coming in, because he's not really a guy for the youth, like in regards to giving him a chance. But you don't give him no chance. Like zero chance. There's nobody that he's brought through. I'm trying to think who. There's no one he's giving consistent, because even Heaven was a signing.
Yeah, bro. And even Lacey's on the bench, yeah. But it's like, we're never gonna see this year.
Never gonna see. I've heard a lot about Lacey. People have mentioned him to a lot. Play him at left wing back. Maybe he gives us something different down that side. Yeah, he don't know how to improve anyone. I hear you, man. He don't. But I'm just trying to at least see better players on the pitch, because that's what we're relying on as individuals. Let's see more attackers on the pitch. All 5 defenders chasing games all the freaking time. It's like, all right, man. Whatever. I don't know. Again, I keep saying
he doesn't improve players at all. It's not even an age thing, guys. You're 100% spot on. Not even an age thing. This guy don't improve players at all, bro. Like, overall, yeah, Ruben Amorim has been a very, very costly mistake, bro. Because had we made the right the right appointment Yeah, bro. Had we made the right appointment, yeah, bro, where would we be this season, bro?
Right up there near Arsenal. That's where we'd be. If we had made the right appointment, it's not hard to be
Bro, they said
where
I
you
was
are in
mad
the league.
flawless, you know. They
They
said I was
always say
mad.
that.
Brother, 1 game a week, cuz.
1 game a week, you're not mad. I've been saying this. This is a not for us, but I'm saying this is. I said this. This is a Leicester season. If you put that Leicester side in this league that won the league, they'd
So far
compete for
this
this league.
season, we've seen Crystal Palace, Sunderland, Aston Villa, all in the top 4. Who else have I missed?
Probably another one. Probably a Brighton or something like that.
Who else has been up there?
Probably a Brighton.
What other team that went? So, but maybe Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth was there because Bournemouth was flying at one point.
Yeah. So
Bournemouth
yeah,
was
that's
flying.
what I'm saying. So this season so far, it's not even Christmas, and maybe Brighton as well. But look, all these teams we've seen up there,
Yeah.
but we can't be up there.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? It's not making no sense. How come how can Crystal Palace be in the top 4 right now? But when I'm saying that, yo, we got a top 4 squad and we should be finishing in the top 4, and with a decent manager, we could be in a title race. Man are telling me that I'm crazy, bro.
No.
Like, based off what, bro?
And because of the state of the league in regards to quality, it's like, yeah, you can be right up there. That's also what grinds my gears. That's also what annoys me so much is right. The league is right there to go and finish inside the top 4, the top 3, comfortably. Especially with the way this league's set up, with Liverpool falling off, for example, that's just one. And we just refuse to do. We just want to be mid with everybody else. We're just with everyone else. Just complete mid. Like, all right.
Whatever, man. Like, even against Grimsby, like, man never played no academy players. So it's one of them ones where, bro, like, this is what I don't understand. Yeah, this is where Jim has to hold smoke. Yeah, because Jim, yeah, remember his whole spiel was, put, like, what did he say? Put Manchester United back in Manchester or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, put the bad back in
Manchester. That was his Reform UK spiel. You know them ones. That was his Brexit thing. That's what that was.
What we're gonna build a wall. Stand
tall. Yeah,
tall.
that was that. It was that, innit? That's exactly what that was. So he went and he done all that, yeah. And then, bro, you don't bring in a manager, yeah, that has the same ethos as what Man United's ethos is supposed to be, bro. Do you know what I mean? Youth, courage, success, yeah. And then you bring in a manager that don't like to play youth and has no courage, bro.
It has no success.
And we're not having success as a result of those things. You know them, man. Like, that's why when you see like someone like Xavi, even though I don't want Xavi at Man United, at least Xavi's got a track record of promoting youth players at Barcelona.
He fits that. He fits
the Man United ethos.
He fits the ethos. The youth courage success thing, he fits that 100%.
He fits that.
Because he's gonna get on the front foot and try
and attacking football. He fits the attacking football. No. He fits promoting the youth. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fits everything. But you went and got Ruben Amorim that plays a fucking 5 at the back.
No, 3 at the back, a 5 at the back. And you see all this evidence for half a season and chose to keep him, which makes it even worse. You could have just rectified the mistake. And that's where another issue lies. You could have rectified the mistake and said, hey, you know what? We got this wrong. It didn't work out. And then even if the next manager hadn't worked out up until this point, I go, at least you're attempting to fix it. It's the stick in the head in the sand with it that annoys me the most. You're not even trying to fix it. You're not even trying to fix it. You're telling me, oh, yeah, it's going to be okay. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not going to be okay, man. It's not, the house is livable. I've got no heating, no hot water, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a hole in the roof. Literally, there's a hole in the roof. And you telling me it's going to be okay? Now it's not. Fix this. Attempt to fix it. You're not even attempting to fix it. And then you have the cheek to come out in an interview and talk about how we're backing him and we're going to give him 3 years and these things are going to take time. All right, man. All right. Okay. Because of results. Got our ownership doing results-based analysis. It's disgusting. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it stays being like that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's an absolute joke. And this is why I keep saying it. These Man United match-going fans, yeah, need to hold the owners accountable. And also, yeah, it's not just when we lose games. Because this is what I hate, bro. It was the same when these men were doing the Glazers out thing. It's like when we were winning, yeah, these man left their scarves at home, and then all of a sudden, yeah, we lose a few games, and all of a sudden, bro, do you know what I mean? Them man have got the Norwich scarves out. It's like, bro, if you're adamant that you want Manchester United to be a certain way, yeah, the standards have to be kept, bro, because what we were we 1 win in 5 or something like that before the last game? I swear it was 1 win in 5.
1 win in 5. It was 1 win in 5, yeah.
1 win in 5, bro. That should have been enough for the fans to already be kicking off, because I think Real Madrid are 2 wins out of 7, and these men are telling Alonso, brother, don't fuck around tonight or you're gonna find out, or don't fuck around tomorrow or you're gonna find out.
Well, you know what to say about the 1 win in 5? Undefeated in 5. That's why. Only 1 loss in 5. That's how they look at it.
Yeah,
1 loss in 5.
But this is it. But
undefeated in 4 out of 5. It sounds great.
They try to flip it on his head and make it look like a positive when really it's a negative.
Give me a break.
That's it. Man, that's it. Man will say 2 wins and 9, but man will say no losses.
Yeah, no losses. You know, how many draws are in there? How many draws are in there, people? That's what it is. How many draws are in there? Like, let's not act like that's not a thing. How many draws are in there? Yeah,
trust me. I'll big up Samson as well. I hear it. That's what their man will say, unbeaten in 5. That's what they'll do, innit? And it'll be 1 win and 4 draws and that. This is what these men will do. And this is why we'll never prosper as a club, yeah, because people are always looking for a way to sugarcoat what's actually happening.
Because people don't want to have the honest and uncomfortable conversations and surrounds to the football club. That's why.
Exactly.
And when yourself says it, or I say it, or someone in the chat says it, or someone else in content creator space says it, or a mainstream media pundit says it, or someone on social, that's why people will attack them. The same vim people will have for people criticizing the club. They don't have the same vim for the people who have the club in the situation we're at. Where's the vim for the ownership? Where's the vim for the manager? That's where that energy should go towards. Hey, why are we 1 win in 6? Why are we play well at all? Like, what's going on? Why have we only put in 3 to 4 good performances this season so far? All right, the Premier League's falling off in regards to quality, and why can't we take advantage of it?
Bro, and we should. You know what I'm saying? And we should. This is our season, you know. This is our season to scumbag our way into the Champions League. And this is why I believe that, unfortunately, Ruben Amorim, the reason why he hasn't been sacked yet is because mathematically we're still in touching distance. But I don't want to see these guys wait until we've got no chance before pulling the plug, bro. Because they could actually guarantee Champions League, yeah, by getting rid of him and just bringing in someone that plays to the strength of the players, because the players are there.
Players are there, especially in this league. To finish in the top 4, absolutely, or top 5, whatever the case may be. And then you build from there. It's really easy. Yeah, it's going to be one of those missed opportunities. And imagine what we could have done if we would have done this from the start of the season. Never mind the manager joining halfway through, so whether that's January, February, or whenever. But it's going to get dark, man. This Christmas it's going to be an awful Christmas, man. I'm telling you. It's going to be an awful Christmas. I'm not looking forward to these games, especially the next 3. Wolves, we'll beat Wolves.
That's
the ones after that, the ones before that, sorry, Jesus. And then Burnley leads away to open up the new year. Then City and Arsenal. All right, bet. All right, man. All right.
That's what it is.
Great. Fantastic.
Hey guys, let's get these lights up, man. We're gonna be watching Liverpool. Obviously, we're all Liverpool fans tonight. We don't want Slot getting sacked. You know what I mean? We want the pain to continue. You know what I'm saying? So it just is.
Shout out Salah, because I think he helped that. Shout out Salah, man.
Yeah, Salah's definitely gonna create that siege mentality in it and keep Slot there now.
I think Salah helped with that. So big up Mo, man. Shout out Mo Salah.
That's what I'm saying. So it could be interesting, bro. Obviously, we want Liverpool to continue to thrive under
man.
Lord Harris. You get me?
So, it's gonna happen to a nicer club, man. In the Milan way. Love that. Because it's a danger they don't finish inside the top 24. I need them like 26. Run me that. In the Milan away, Marseille away, Karabag at home. We seen what Karabag did to the world champs. So, hey, Liverpool, fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, facts. Salah fully distracted everyone, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He had his little, the CR7 outburst, and now that's going to keep...
CR7.
You get me? That's going to keep my man in a job, bro. At least until after Christmas, you would think, man.
Yeah. What did you think of that whole situation, Rants? Not only what Salah said, but Carragher's response.
I thought Carragher went cold. Carragher went cold with it. You know them ones. I rate the Carragher thing. You know them ones. I rate it. I think I don't like players like Salah and CR7 that do these things, bro. I don't think anything positive comes out of it, bro. Like you see, the same time you see when Ronaldo done the press conference with Piers Morgan. Yeah, my main thing was I don't care whether what he's saying is true or not, bro. I'm more worried about what's motivated you to do it now. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with Mo Salah. I don't care if what you're saying is true, bro. What is the real motivation for the timing of which you're doing it? And when you realize that it's self-serving for these guys and that they're trying to push a certain agenda, yeah, then you realize how
selfish,
narcissistic and just how arrogant they are, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because you're willing to derail the whole season for your team effectively just to save yourself, which is crazy. Do you know what I mean? It comes from a horrible place, bro, because your team's struggling. And instead of thinking about what's best for the team, you're thinking about what's best for yourself, bro. And then you're the same guy that believes that you deserve respect, yeah, because of what you've done for the club, but you don't deserve respect because if you actually loved the club, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't deserve respect for doing your fucking job, bro. You didn't do it for free. You didn't do it because you love the club. You did it because they were paying you to do it and you done it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why a lot of these footballers go on like they're not getting paid to do what they're doing, bro. It's like, yeah, cool, I scored 100 goals, I scored 200 goals. Yeah, bro, and you got paid fucking well for it, mate.
You did get paid. You got lauded well. You did.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, them man are going on like they're doing it for charity, bro. Nah, bro, you're getting paid handsomely. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, what are you even talking about?
What are you talking about? And that stems into, in regards to, you mentioned it there about for the team, and it don't help the football club, and that is an issue. That's why if I'm a Liverpool fan, even if what he's saying I agree with, I have a problem with that because it don't help the team. And you've actually prolonged the manager staying. Because all the conversation would have been about dropping points at Leeds and his poor substitutions. That's the whole, but not now the game's not even secondary, the games are afterthought after the afterthought. It's all about him versus Slot, him versus Carragher. Who did he said, what was the quote again? Someone doesn't want me at the club, but he didn't say who. All of those type of things.
And bro, he didn't carry them last season. That's a lie, bro. He scored goals for them last season, yeah. But bro, he also missed bare chances, bro, which means they created the chances. Salah was not picking up the ball, dribbling past 3 people and slapping it in the top corner. I remember Gareth Bale carried Tottenham one season, bro. Do you know, when he was picking up the ball and man scored the brace against Inter Milan and all these things, and he scored the mad goal against West Ham where he's cutting in and rassing it from 35 yards. That's what carrying a team looks like. Carrying a team is not fucking stat padding penalties, yeah, and fucking scoring tap-ins and that. No, that's not carrying a team, bro. Like, all you doing was finishing the chances that your team created, and you don't defend. So that's not carrying a team. I've seen Wayne Rooney carry a Man United and playing as a box-to-box centre forward and running and chasing people down and winning the ball and that. Mo Salah weren't carrying Liverpool, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Even the Alexis carry job for Arsenal, bro. Man was dropping into midfield, picking up the ball, giving goals, rounding keepers and doing all that. But Mo Salah weren't never doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, let's not do the carrying thing, bro. Like the fucking carrying thing, yeah, is massively overstated. Our 20th title, RVP carried us. We played shit. And RVP was just like, I'm winning these games.
Yeah, he was on smoke.
I'm winning these games for Man United, bro. Like, doing craziness, bro. Like, there's no carrying from Mo Salah, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no carrying, bro. Liverpool actually last season, yeah, as a club, collectively, were the best of the rest. That's why they won the league. They were the best. Even though they weren't amazing, they were better than everyone else. And Salah was the beneficiary of Liverpool being good last season. And now they're not good. He's not good. So look at it the other way around. He was the beneficiary of the team actually being decent last season. And now they're not decent. You're seeing that he's not decent. Not the other way around. Because good players, yeah, I've seen Eden Hazard play in some shit Chelsea teams, yeah, and still perform.
He's been in some bad. He's been in
And
some awful
still
sides.
perform, and he's been in some bad Chelsea teams, bruv. And still pick up the ball and still run past 4 players and still score. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even in rubbish Chelsea teams. Like, that's what I've seen. I ain't seen Mo Salah in a rubbish Liverpool team pick up the ball and fucking win games for them. I ain't seen it. Like, what are we talking about here, bro? Man are giving him too much fucking credit. He's a final action player. He's just not getting the final actions anymore because Liverpool are not creating the same quality of chances.
Yeah, that's final action is not final actioning.
That's it.
Final action is not final.
You know what I'm saying? So they're giving this brother way too much credit. Like, I don't want to hear all that, bro. Like, Liverpool were better last season, so he was better last season. Liverpool are shit this season, so he's shit this season. He's always as good as Liverpool are. That's the reality. That's why he's shit for his country.
Yeah, and then even in sides when like Liverpool have fallen off and got 4th and 5th and stuff like that, the goals they've still done well enough to create chances for him to score goals. But then it's just dried up and it's been bad. It's been it's been real bad. Because one thing you can count on with Mo Salah is goals and assists, and that's dried up. But like someone said,
now that's dried off. You can't justify picking him flawless.
No,
you can't justify picking a man
that's why I don't hear about that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't. You can't justify picking a guy that doesn't track back when you're struggling, because when you're struggling, it's all hands on deck. It has to be.
Everyone got a pitching. Like, all right,
everyone has to pitch in, bro.
Yeah, struggling.
You know what I'm saying? So if they don't, then man have to get dropped in it. That's the reality. So Son's back at Spurs. I have no idea. I saw him on the pitch. I didn't know what I was seeing, guys. But I've got the Liverpool Inter game on. Do you know what I mean? That's about to kick off. So we're gonna hit up the watch along, guys. Make sure we get the lights up. What you got coming up for the day, Flawless?
Yo, big up for having me as always on. As Rants, appreciate it. Shout out to the chat as well. Back later tonight, people. 11:30 p.m. Manchester United, Manchester City pod. So I'll be discussing. Yeah, with my boy. No, actually, wait. It's Tuesday, isn't it? No. Q&A, people, sorry. Because that's tomorrow. Madrid City's tomorrow. So, yeah, Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. So, just recapping all the games later on tonight. And big up to you lot, because you lot helped me reach 16K on the channel. So, I appreciate it.
Come on.
So, salute to you lot,
you know what I mean? Big up for that.
We're gonna keep moving. So, yeah, big up as always, Rant. So, yeah, Sarcasm City TV on YouTube. Sarcasm City TV Extra on YouTube as well, people.
That's it, people. So, yo, we're going to redirect to the watch along. And yeah, we'll be straight in there, people. So big up, hit the likes, and then do the same thing in the watch along.